I think it's relatively rare for people to match up. There's chemistry, they're compatible, there's joint desire to build the same thing together, and then they go and do it. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah,
that happens like once or twice in a lifetime. And so I don't think it's that odd that she's had 3 short-term relationships in a year, even if it's with guys who claim to want long-term partnership. Just because they want long-term partnership doesn't mean they're going to have it with you.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be more, like there has to be a joint goals and desire to build something. And she just hasn't landed on it.
Do you think that today more than ever, I feel it, that people are less interested or more hesitant to go all in or build something with someone? There's a lot of, I mean, I think part of it is just so that the apps present a lot of opportunities, choices, even though that may not be true, but just this idea of on demand, being very picky. Oh, this person wore the wrong shirt, not into him. Like, and then on to the next. Swiping in the bathroom if you're on a bad date.
People get the ick. Get the ick very quick. Get the ick very quickly these days.
Yes, but not only do they get the ick, it suddenly becomes a non-negotiable or a hard line, and I think it can prevent really amazing, beautiful collisions because they're stopping too fast.
And that's why good enough, I think, is really fantastic. And and that's what my therapist and I are talking about. Like, can I find a partner who's good enough? And good enough comes from Donald Winnicott. And it's about good enough mothering and parenting. And so instead of striving for perfection, strive for good enough. And what I thought was interesting is that good enough isn't right below perfection; it's above mediocrity. So in terms of parenting, you don't have to be right below perfection. You have to be just above average. That's what your kid needs, is an above average parent, not a perfect parent.
And it's not necessarily lowering the bar; it's more putting less pressure on you to be perfect. It's
and it's more realistic.
More realistic self-care, self-love.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I am not excited about dating apps.
Yeah.
So,
and you seem like someone who's used all the dating apps and really has gotten familiar with them, and also has found success.
A few of my girlfriends I met on dating apps. A few of them I didn't. I've used a lot of dating apps. I have not used Raya yet. That's the only one I haven't really used.
What do you think it is? Is it burnout from swiping and
just feels like not a good use of time. The amount of time invested as a man.
Yeah.
And men and women have just totally different experiences. Like if you're a good-looking man,
most women hate dating apps. I know women who will not go on a dating app. Period. They rather
for some women, if you're good-looking, you're trying to drink water through a fire hose. It's just too much.
No, I could see that. That wouldn't be my case, but I could see that. Like you're just getting inundated, right? And it's like it's overwhelming.
And even good-looking dudes, like I don't get that many matches, and so if you're not good looking, you're not getting any matches.
Right.
And so it could be really dehumanizing, and it does feel like
it's rejection. Then you internalize it and feel like, what's wrong with me? Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, or you get off the app and you meet people in real life, and you have like interesting, weird, experiences that may or may not go anywhere, like our parents used to do.
Some people also may be talented writers or photographers, and they could appear amazing on the app, and then you meet them and they're flat.
Yeah.
Lots of false advertising.